For this week's project, we'll be drawing this ground plan of a simple box set. The theater is the Orlando Repertory Theater's main stage. In order to understand how the ground plan is developed, let's take a look at a model of the set the ground plan is based on. This is a front perspective view of a 3D model of the set. As you can see, it's a very simple set that's based on the elements we drafted in the last project: walls, windows, doors, stairs, and platforms. It is, of course, missing set dressing, furniture, and actors. In order to understand how the ground plan is developed, let's rotate this model and look at it from the top. From this view, we can see the relationship of the walls to each other, the walls to the stairs, and the entire set to the proscenium arch and the rest of the theater. We're still in perspective here, and hopefully you'll remember that all of the drawings we'll be doing this semester are in orthogonal views, so let's switch from perspective to orthogonal. So now we're looking straight down on the set in an orthogonal view. This is similar to a ground plan, but you'll notice there are a couple of things that are wrong. First, we can't see the proscenium opening where you just see the top of the wall. And that's the case with all the other openings as well. We don't see the windows here, we don't see the door. Just in case you're wondering, the gray line here is the cove molding, the crown molding around the top of the wall, which we actually normally would not see in a ground plan. Hopefully you'll remember that in the introduction to the course I said that ground plans are in fact not really top views, but they're a special type of section. So if we go back to our front perspective view, we can create a section by cutting away from the top down until we get to just above the last step or the platform. So you'll see that now, if we look at this from the top, because we've cut away elements that we don't want to see, we can actually see that the proscenium opening is here. We can see the windows, we can see the door. We're still in perspective and we want to get out of that. This looks more like a ground plan that we would expect, except of course that it's in color. But we can see the walls, we can see the openings, we can not see the elements that we don't want to see. So as we're drawing the ground plan, remember that we're not looking at a view of the top of the set. We're not looking at a tracing around the bottom of the set. We're actually looking at a section through the middle of the set, which allows us to see the elements that we would not be able to see if we were just drawing a top view. So if we go back to our top view and compare that to our ground plan, hopefully you'll see how the ground plan developed.